defense is life changing.
Oh, Will man's knocked out.
I think it was cool. It was good for us. We got a little more pace into the game. I think we just got to do a better job, like setting pick and rolls for guys and like short rolling, hit them in the pocket and make some mismatches. But dig us up a hole, trying to fight back, get it down to 10. And I feel like you waste so much energy trying to fight back. Every time we cut it to 10 or 8, they made a big shot. So
You guys have made exactly 9 threes in every game this season, shooting about 33% from three. Ty said, you guys are not taking the shot you're supposed to, and then taking a shot that probably is not as good. Well, I guess what's your assessment been of the 3-point shooting and the looks you guys have gotten?
I think we got some good looks. I think sometimes we just be trying to make the extra pass when we got a gooder shot. But that's kind of just trying to make the right play. We have a lot of talented guys, a lot of guys that can score the ball. And they're just trying to get adjustment. It's like a new change for us also. We got trying different lineups and guys been on many restrictions. So it's kind of tough trying to find a flow. And I know for Tilo and the coaching staff, it's kind of trying to figure out how to balance those things together and just try to keep a rhythm for a lot of guys.
Where do you feel like you're at right now as far as the recovery process? Because obviously the team is looking for a couple months to be where they want to be. What does that mean for you?
Oh, first of all, I'm going to kill the boys. I'm not like, it ain't no recovery process for me. It's just the program, the plan they got for me. Like, I was fully healthy last year. I just didn't play because of the situation. So I'm not like on a recovery process. It's like different from why, but just from the medical staff and the coaching staff. That's the plan they got for me, and I'm just sticking to whatever script they have for the longevity and long-term picture. But I feel great. Other than me shooting free throws like Shaq, that's pissed me off. But other than that, I feel good. Like, I got my speed, I got my rhythm. Just coming in, just trying to play the right way, push the pace for these guys. Like I said, just try to get us fast break points and push the pace and keep the flow going in our game. I think a lot of times we start off kind of slow and get stagnant there. We just get to playing one-on-one, and which we try to get away from and try to keep the ball moving from side to side.
John, you talked about needing to find Luke a little bit more. Today, I feel like he was getting grabbed a little bit off the ball. What was your assessment of that?
Yeah, I think a lot of he got frustrated because he was getting grabbed trying to come off pin down, so he did, I think, like 2 or 3 times pushed off. Like, it's kind of interesting because it always goes like, if you're the most physical team early, you get away with a lot more. And I feel like the way they came out and punched us in the mouth, they was a more physical team, so they kind of got away with it a little bit. But we still got decent enough free throws. We shot more than them, but I think they just shot the ball better from the perimeter. And then like a good team like this that's been to the finals, that's have the same ultimate goal that we're trying to get down 14 or 20 to them, it's kind of hard to fight back, no matter who you're playing against.
So I feel like the 3 games, you've been kind of the lone guy, kind of putting pressure on the rim and getting to the free throw line. Other guys have done it to an extent, but you've been really good at the 3 games. How does that kind of trickle down to the rest of the team?
That's what I'm just trying to do. That's my game. It's always been my game, is to push pace, get to the basket, create shots for myself if they don't help, in which they really haven't been helping as much because of the 3-point shooting we have. But the opportunity they do help, I try to find the shooters, and hopefully we make shots. And like I said, as long as we're not turning the ball over and we're missing those open shots, I can live with those results because I know later down the future we'll start making those. And then you give us those, we feel great with it.
John, you've only played, I think, 2 games in front of the Staples Center crowd or the Crypto.com Arena crowd. And the Clipper fans, they've had moments where they start shooting you really hard when you start being aggressive towards the rim. Have you kind of felt that love from the crowd in certain sequences?
I think just pure from the whole NBA and especially from Crypto Arena crowd is just me getting a warm welcome, being back in the NBA. I think that's a lot. Shows a testimony to who I am as a person, as a basketball player, and that's the kind of love I wanted. I'm not looking for a farewell tour or anything like that, but it's just to get that love back. It takes a lot of pressure off you. Show that you still have a lot of support in this league and a lot of fans that support you. So that's dope for me. But for me, I just go out and play the game. I only know how to play one way, and that's like give everything I got on both ends of the floor. And then my game has always been being able to attack the basket and knock down mid-range, and that's what I'm trying to do for this team.
John, do you have a relationship with Book being 2 Kentucky guys, and what have you thought about his progression?
It's super talented. I remember I went back to play pickup, and I think the Harrison twins was there, and D Book was on his visit, and he was like not scared. He tried to guard me and do all those things, but most of the other guys that was in college at the time wasn't. And I was like, for a high school kid, that guy's going to be very special. He has a lot of talent, and I already knew what he had. I think the league didn't know because he came off the bench as a 6th man. But the way he's progressing, the way he treats himself like a pro, he lets you know what he is.
Looking at another Kentucky guy, you got Shea this week, and there's just a lot that needs to happen as far as adjusting to the the season. So you got 2 games there. What do you kind of want to establish for?
Get off to a better start for us as a group. Continue to figure out what it is offensively, moving the ball, getting to the second side. Um, Trusting each other more. I think that's what we mostly got to do. The defense end, we just got to communicate. I think we're not communicating well. We gave up a lot of back doors, a lot of open threes. And like I said, when you play against the way we play against the Lakers, and you play against a team that's been to the finals and like they have those things, they have a great chemistry. Like the Lakers are trying to get their chemistry, kind of like how we are. You play against a team like this that has their chemistry and already know what their identity is. You can't have those same kind of lapses and it kind of showed tonight.
What observations have you made from the Thunder from Shea's
Shea's talented, very gifted. They got a lot of young talent over there, a lot of pieces. They compete and they've been in almost every game they've been in. So, a lot of people look at it like, well, these teams are trying to tank. You can't look at it like that. Look at Utah. People thought they were trying to tank and they're 3-0 right now and they beat a lot of good teams. So, even though it's early, that's how the NBA goes. There's no just walk into the arena and think, oh, I'm going to beat this team. You got to go out there and compete every night.
Thanks, Sean.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.